Hi, I'm David Bridel. I am the Associate Director of the Four Clowns Theatre Company. I'm the Director of the Clown School in Los Angeles. And I'm here in Brazil working with these amazing partners in the Latin American Film Institute and the Stanislavski Institute as we create our production of Abraham and Isaac, a cross-cultural collaboration between two countries. The idea was to bring two American actors to Brazil and work with two Brazilian actors to create a new project together. An original piece of theater that was developed by the company in rehearsal without a script being available in advance. We began to work on this proposal, we were funded, and we decided that we would use the story of Abraham and Isaac, which is one of the Old Testament stories that Four Clowns has long been interested in producing, as the piece that we would develop here. At first, we weren't sure what to expect, especially in the rehearsal phase. Luciana and Vitor, who are the two Brazilian actors that joined Zach and Jamie, the US actors, don't speak a lot of English, and of course the English speaking actors didn't speak any Portuguese, so we had to figure out our language together. We had translators in the room, fortunately, but we also had to build a theatrical language that didn't rely upon words, speaking, text, and anything that's written. Jeremy, my co-director, is incredibly enthusiastic. He's really talented, not only as a director, but as a motivator of people and of projects. Zach Steele, who plays Abraham in the show, who's a longtime collaborator and friend of mine, has a fabulous, warm, funny, playful energy and is a really skilled improviser. Jamie Franta, who has been training with the Clown School for a long time and is on the board of Four Clowns, the theatre company, is a wonderful actor. She brings incredible grace and also a real sense of depth and humanity to what she does. As for our Brazilian friends, Vitor is an extraordinary clown, and so much of what he created had this very powerful, supple, exciting physicality to it. And Luciana Stipp, who is such an important figure at the Latin American Film Institute and so much a leader of the organization, also an incredibly talented actress, such immense feeling, such depth of feeling in her work. So for about a week we played a lot of games, we improvised a lot of scenes together, and we generated all this material. And then in the second week of rehearsal we began to specify the exact beats of every scene and make sure that what it was that we wanted to communicate was in fact what was happening on the stage. The clowning remained a vital part of it. There was a lot of relationship with the audience that we were really excited to build into the piece. And then of course we wouldn't know how that would go until we put it in front of a crowd. As part of the residency that we established, we also agreed that we would teach a series of workshops, primarily in the theory and practice of clowning. There wasn't time to develop to an advanced stage, but there was plenty of time to look at the foundational premises of clowning, to explore what it means to be foolish, to play games, to figure out improvisations where you don't have a very strong structure, and to reveal your vulnerable side with this humorous kind of potential. Every time we embarked on a new workshop, we had a sense of walking into the unknown. We didn't quite know what was going to happen or how the participants would respond. And this was especially interesting when people came from different professions, different walks of life, and were plunging into clowning really for the first time. After all the arrangements had been made, we had a 2-week visit that was filled with rehearsals in the morning and workshops and masterclasses every evening. It was a successful experience. I've taught workshops in clown here before. These were some of the best that I have participated in and seen and taught and witnessed. And once again, it seems to me to be the beginning of a long conversation that we can have here about this kind of work and where we can all take it. We were lucky to be invited to perform the piece at MUBE, which is the Brazilian Museum of Sculpture. We had a date and a time. We had one day in advance of the performance to visit the theatre, to figure out the lighting and the sound and all the technical components. And then we had our show. 6 p.m. on Saturday, we had an audience, a healthy audience of about 100 people who came to see this crazy project, to see what we had done and how we had done it. And they responded very warmly to our play. It was a successful venture. There were so many beautiful, funny, moving moments in the play as a whole. All of this time we were continuing to teach our workshops, spread the gospel of clowning here in Brazil. We do have a lot of faith in our material. We love the work, and we know that it produces results when people embrace it. And we saw that the Brazilians that took the classes were very happy, they were challenged, in some cases they were transformed, and the whole experience was very positive. And I should also say that I feel that our work was strongly influenced by the talents and the abilities and the philosophies of our collaborators here in Brazil. So it wasn't just us bringing our stuff over here and doing what we wanted to do, but it really was a meeting of minds and a meeting of philosophies, and we created something new out of these two colliding ways of making work, making theatre. So we come to the end of our adventure now. It's been an amazing 2 weeks. We're so grateful for all the collaboration with our hosts, the creative collaboration, the teaching component, and of course all the warmth and the friendship and the good times that we've shared with each other. This is only the beginning. I think we'll work with these guys for a long time to come and make more and more fascinating, curious, strange, weird, funny, and moving theatre.